overview, and then we'll kick off with some of the wonderful stuff we've got. Our delightful Jess Pettit is here to help us through the ceremony. And then, of course, we'll do the transitioning of the officers, and that will come later. Enjoy your lunch, folks. I'll be back in a little bit. Hello, everyone. I love that those of us new to coordinate with the very bright color scheme brought on by our incoming president. We'll get to that in just a moment. But in the meantime, our outgoing president, Madame Senora Marcela Gomez, is going to have some words for us. We're going to go through some announcements and some reports and all kinds of good stuff. So please welcome your president and mine, Madame Senora Marcela Gomez.
I like the Senora. Hi everyone. It's so good to see all of you here. It's going to be a wonderful day. It's actually already great to see everyone here in our regular space where we have our luncheon. But this will be our last time at this location because we were informed today that this will no longer be here next year. The city's building something else. So it's exciting to see where our next luncheon is going to be. All right, so I'm going to share with all of you what we did together this past year. Here we go. Our membership grew by 21 members in the last 10 months. We are currently 110 active members at NSA. Our in-person chapter meetings average 60 people every meeting. That's 8 meetings a year, where we had 60 or more people attend our chapter meetings. Our summer social had 80 plus people. I don't know if you guys remember last year, our summer social where we couldn't hear each other, but it was so much fun. Our last luncheon and this luncheon has been over 60 people attending. We had 40 plus people attend our annual holiday lunch, holiday party. And then this year, we launched our events in New Jersey, and we had 2 very successful meetings in New Jersey. So thank you to all of you who helped put that together. We also had 10 master classes, 10 masterminds. So think about the number of, and the amount of wisdom, and the number of people who attended these events. The number of guest speakers who said yes to NSA NYC at no cost to teach us, to guide us, and to give us our wisdom. So keep that in mind. We also had a very successful mentorship program. We had 20 mentees and 6 mentors. Thank you to everyone who was a part of that. We graduated, where's Stacy? We graduated 12 speakers from Speaker University. We had 12 people participate in the Phil M. Jones Speaking Business Mastermind Retreat. And that is additional income to our chapter. We had 12 people, there's a pattern here with the number 12. We had 12 people compete in our storytelling competition. And 20 plus members are on track to launch our Toastmasters Club. I want to make sure that we think about that so that you know that your presence and your membership are valuable. They're not taken for granted. So I made some notes about how I feel and felt throughout the year. She was asking me, how do you feel today? Because a month ago, I did not want to let go. I think the 2 last board meetings, I'm like, this is almost my last board meeting. And then in May, this is my last board meeting. And I did not want to let go. And that is because I have felt welcome, loved, appreciated, and seen from the moment that I walked into this chapter. So I want you to know members are at the center of our chapter. Every time that you posted something on social media about our events, every time that you tagged us, every time that you told someone about your membership with NSA, every time that you invited a guest or a family member, all of that helped contribute to who we are today. So thank you for that. I also want to mention and let you know that every request you made, every challenge that you gave us, and you gave us a lot of challenges via email, they were all discussed by your board members. At every single board meeting, someone from the board said, so-and-so is asking about this. So-and-so is having a problem with this. Someone said that we should. Every single challenge, request, question, or note was discussed by the board of directors, sometimes very passionately, but everything was given a consideration. If it was not done, I'm going to tell you why. Because your board of directors are volunteers. And we also own our own businesses, and we're also growing our own businesses, and we have to make sure that we don't burn out, or Ms. Kate Donovan is going to get on our backs. But keep in mind that your requests, your challenges, your questions, your suggestions are taken into consideration, and they're very much appreciated. I also want to let you know and share with you that we see what you do. We watch you on social media, we watch your TEDx talks, we see where you're speaking. We know who travels globally and speaks Spanish. We know what you're doing, we can see you. Keep doing it, keep going out, keep talking, keep sharing, keep growing, and keep doing it with passion and with love, and above all, have a lot of fun. I know that some of you know that I moved back to Nashville, Tennessee about 10 days ago. And I will be going back and forth because obviously my son still lives here and you all are here. So I will be coming back and forth more often. But the reason I'm telling you this, and I was telling the board this morning, is because New York is a very different beast. There's nothing like the energy of the city, and I know you know this. And in my move, I could not stop crying about leaving New York. I lived in Tennessee 27 years, and when I decided to move to New York, I didn't shed a tear. I was like, see ya. I lived here 5 years on and off because I was a nomad for 20 months of those years. But the moment that I had to drive out, New York did not want to let go. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know I was going to feel this way. I don't know what the energy is, but quite frankly, I don't know how to explain it, but I do know what the energy of this chapter is. And that is community, is engagement, is passion, is devotion, and you have a message. In the 10 days that I've been in Nashville, I have realized that your voice is needed all over the world. The voice of inclusion, of equity, of diversity, of compassion, of empathy, of growth, of spirituality is needed all over the world. So don't stop doing what you're doing. And one more thing is, above all things, please keep your humanity. As we enter this big era of AI, and as we heard, is it Sam Altman? Am I saying this correctly? All right, so about a month ago, he was speaking at a conference, and he was saying to us not to use please or thank you because they can't take advantage of those words as they process the AIs. I know, it was funny, right? Exactly. And so I thought, no, keep saying please and thank you. Please keep your humanity. And the statistics show that the country that uses please and thank you more than any other country is Colombia. Because if I don't say please and thank you, I will be stricken down by God and sent to hell. So, please keep your humanity. And I'm going to close with this, and then I'm going to give out awards. I wanted to mention this last board meeting, and I did it, but I'm going to mention it because I'm going to challenge you in one more thing. When you write an email to your president, or to our administrator, or to our membership services, please know that is a human behind those emails. Some of you lately have sent messages that are quite rude. So please take the time to say please and thank you when you email us. It has been my pleasure and my honor. It really has been a pleasure to serve as your president. And I'm so glad that Jean is here today, because as you all know, I would not be here standing in front of you if it hadn't been for that beautiful redhead who walked into that building where I used to live, where she lived, and we became friends. And the very next day she said, "You want to go for a walk?" This was my first month in New York City. And I'm like, sure. Little did I know that we were going to cross the island of Manhattan at a very fast pace. And that at some point I was going to say, gee, are we in a hurry? And of course, she goes, no baby, you got to move back. You have to move very fast if you're going to live in New York City. And so with that, thank you so much. Gracias de todo mi corazón por haberme permitido servirles en NSA NYC. All right, it's time for the awards. And so let's get our photos and phones ready and our cameras ready. Let's see. I don't have an order here, but we're going to do this. I may need a lovely assistant. Okay, I'm going to read what this award is while Jean holds it. Oh, I don't have my glass on. Okay. All right, just know that everyone on the board deserves an award. But I'm not going to give everyone an award. All right. The Johnny Berman Award is presented to an NSA NYC member for their exceptional contributions as a volunteer to our community. The award is presented at our annual luncheon. And I am presenting this award to someone on the board. This person, you would think is a very shy, quiet person. And you would be right, to some extent. But this person stepped up to everything I asked this person to do. And went over the top to make sure that I could have a year of very good rules to follow. I am a rule follower. I like an agenda in order. I like to be on time. I like everything doing perfectly. And the person who helped me do that is Jan Wallen. Gedalia. Okay, the Gedalia award is named for Randy Davis and Robert Gedalia, and is granted to an NSA NYC member who has demonstrated outstanding support and care for the members of their community. And this award goes to the person who always showed up and who quietly made sure that everyone here was registered and knew about membership. And every time you had a question or a concern with membership, this person would email me, call me, or text me. And I'm like, I got it. I saw your email. He went above and beyond to make sure that all of you were taken care of. And this award goes to Adam Zimmerman. Okay, that's the last one. All right. The Presidential Service Award is given to a member at the discretion of me. So, this award, I selected this person. Again, all of the board members deserve an award. But this person took over a program we had started the year before and took it to the next level and took it to the next level and was very, very concerned all the time that people were getting the best of the program. And this presidential award goes to Ana Correa. All right, my last award, and after the awards, every year there's a tradition that the president, the outgoing president, gives its board members a gift. And usually we do that during the board meeting, but I didn't want to do it that way. I wanted to do it here because I want you to know who your board members are. And I want them to see what I have prepared for them. Our last award is Member of the Year Award. And this award will also be announced and shared at our national conference Influence in July. This person's name will be on the program. This person's support of my work and continuous cheerleading and texts and emails sharing how he felt or she felt about what we were doing. And the idea that this person brought to the board and tirelessly worked to make it happen, and follow up and follow up and follow up. Your Member of the Year is Scott Mason. I prefer to do things that are very personalized. That's why I really love my head on everybody's table. And if you have paid attention to the M&Ms on your table, you will see that my face is on the M&Ms. This was not done by me, I want to say. I am not that self-centered. This one's done by Katie. Katie, I know you would love it because I am self-centered, but not that I would do it for myself. Anyway, what I created as a gift to my board members is a book of what happened this year. And the book is called This is NSA NYC. Each book starts with a page of the photo of the board member. And then it has a personalized letter from me to you. Ben, come get your book. Chitra, come get your book. Aisha, come get your book. Valeria, come get your book. All right, who's next? Jan, come get your book. Sharon, come get your book. It is a big board, folks. Adam, come get your book. Casey, come get your book. Scott. All right. Anna, your book. Courtney, our vice president. Okay, and last but not least, but before I give this book out, every single photo in this book was taken by John DeMott. So I called them and I said, I have this idea, but I cannot afford to pay you for every single photo here. So we did make a good arrangement. But John, thank you for saying yes. All right, so this book has a different page than everybody else's book. Because Caitlin and I take selfies at every meeting, so there's a full page of our selfies. Here you go. All right. Back to you, Kate. No, not yet. What happens now? Oh.
Madam Jess Pettit, who's going to walk us through the introduction of the board, the new board, the installation of the new board, and then the introduction of the president, and whatever else she feels like. So here you go.
Thank you very much. Great job. For those of you that have had the honor of working with John Tomato, I just asked him, where do you want people for good photos? So I'm going to do this from over here because Tomato said, okay? Let's go over here. Good job. If you've ever worked with him, just follow his directions. I don't do that very often, but now the other half of the table, you now are in the front. See? Welcome. I am an instruction. I am honored to be here. The funny thing about the New York City chapter, I don't know everyone in the room. My name is Jessica. Hello. I actually live in California, and when I renew my NSA dues, I tell them I am a member of the New York chapter. I am not officially a member of the New York chapter, so we can fix that. But whatever y'all need, I always just say yes. So it's a super honor to be here. So I have formal things that I'm supposed to read in order to do the induction correctly. I'm also supposed to mention I was a national board member of NSA and did not break sobriety. That's pretty good. I got my certified speaking professional in 2011, which basically means I'm old. And I'm really super honored to be back in New York for the weekend, so I can't wait. So, it is my honor to conduct the inauguration ceremony for those who will comprise the 2025-2026 leadership team for the New York City chapter of the National Speakers Association. As per the bylaws, I have to read this. So, I'm going to say your position, and if you could come join me over here in the area that appears to be worsely lit, but will lead to much better photographs. You're welcome. Our immediate past president, please join me up here. Our president-elect and our vice president, come on up. So Marcella, Courtney, and Valerie, good job. Newly elected to the board for a 2-year term, come on up, Howard, Sheila, Melanie, and Angelica. And those that are continuing on the board of directors in their second year of a 2-year term, Chitra, Jan, Casey, Beth, and Anna, please come on up. I'm such a nerd, I'm like following the bylaws exactly. Whatever he says, do it.
To get in front. Two rows.
Is this acceptable? Tomato's happy. Are you taking pictures or can I keep doing this?
Do your thing. I'm
Keep doing
gonna
this.
show
All
you.
right. All right. Friends and friends I haven't met yet, but we will be friends momentarily. The people have spoken. You have been elected to the positions on the board of directors of the New York City chapter of the National Speakers Association. Along with this honor comes great responsibility, which will require your dedication and willingness to lead the members of this organization into the future. Along with many opportunities to lead, you also support your president and the needs and desires of members. Spoiler alert, there's a little heads up about the incoming president. This should not be your first priority. If this is your first priority, this is going to be a long year for you. Your life, your family, your own health, that's probably
Your own
number one.
business.
I'm assuming own business is number 2, ma'am. Right, that's what you told me last night. Okay, so that max is 3 for this, but I'm going to say even 4. What is important is the community and the solidarity that you can bring into your own life, your own business, and that will actually help you with your position with the chapter. So, please raise your right hand and answer I do to the following 3 questions. Do you promise to uphold the National Speakers Association Code of Professional Ethics with honesty and integrity?
I do.
Do you pledge to work with your fellow board members in harmony for the good of the membership of the New York City chapter of the National Speakers Association? And do you promise to invest your time, energy, expertise, and work diligently as at least maybe third, fourth priority to serve the greater New York City chapter and members of the National Speakers Association?
I do.
Excellent. Please keep your right hand raised and answer "I will" to the following questions. Will you commit to attending and contributing to the board meetings and being absent from them only when absolutely necessary? Good job. You're following directions. Very good. Will you address the needs and desires of the members to promote excellence and professionalism?
I will.
Congratulations, friends, new and old. Welcome to our 2025-2026 Board of Directors. Please answer "I will" to the following two questions. Will you lead your Board of Directors with understanding, strength, courage, integrity, and trust?
I will.
Will you devote your time, energy, and creativity to this chapter, somewhere around priority number 3 or 4, as part of your leadership duties and serve as a strong role model for our members? Bonus question. Will you take care of yourself and your own community above and beyond anything and everything?
1,000% I will.
Excellent. Congratulations, Madam President. And back to past president.
All right, I'm moving up to the light deck here. All right, folks, so last year in September, we had Sylvia DeGiusto, you remember, as our first guest speaker for our September chapter. And during that luncheon that day, before we started the meeting, she presented something to me that now I need to present to our new president. She had a story behind it. Okay. She said that it was customary for one president to the other to present a gavel. But at some place, somewhere, after a night of drinks, someone lost the gavel. I'm telling the story just as she told us so that you can pass it on as well. So she said, but I wanted to present you with something. So Sylvie had this made for us. And this is the key to our chapter with the name of every past president hanging from it. So today, I present the key to Katie. Now she's officially your president. I wish you good luck. And she forgot one of the biggest things that shifted in this entire year. Two of the biggest things that shifted in this entire year. The first one is, I begged and pleaded, and she agreed to build me a new website before she left. Marcella and her team have donated countless hours to our chapter to make sure that we don't have to answer your GE emails about your password being locked to get into the damn website. You're welcome. The other thing that Marcella and I did that pretty much no one knows about is we organized almost 15 years of documents for the future of this chapter. And yeah, it was a whole day. That means we know who our vendors are. That means we know where our bylaws are. That means that when we pass the people that you always sit next to in the meetings. Make coffee meetings with each other. Show up to each other's events. I have showed up to multiple people's events in this room. Why? Because I cannot refer you if I don't know how good you are. And I'm not putting my name behind somebody that I can't see. Part of our job in this particular, not just this community, but in this practice, in this work that we do, is to understand the power of each other's work. You can't do that if you don't show up. So what I'm asking you, in third or fourth place, maybe even fifth, is to at least once in a while, find a way to watch somebody's TED Talk, read somebody's book, watch somebody's speaker reel, have a coffee conversation with somebody you don't know, even and especially if you think they're not on your level yet. Because you don't know who they know or what they can teach you. When I joined the National Speakers Association chapter, that first year of speaking, this was just after they demolished the need to make $25,000 before you joined. And so I didn't know that, so I did it, and then I joined. So I made $26,000 my first year speaking, and then I joined NSA, and it doubled within a year. And it doubled within the year because I showed up to meetings, because I met people, because I watched their stuff, because I asked them questions, and because I actually took the advice that I was getting and did something with it. Somebody commented to me recently, you know, I really enjoy your speakers, they're really good, but like they haven't changed my business. Whose job is that? If you don't take the gifts that we are bringing you and create something out of it, you are missing out on a massive opportunity. This chapter is basically free for all the things that we provide. And the people that show up for us. I know that a lot of you don't know Jen Bennett, and she's going to hate me right now. I know, I love you. But Jess Bennett is one of the biggest names in the National Speakers Association, and she showed up here for you today. Well, really for me, but also for you. Being a part of this chapter holds a lot of power. You can connect not only with people in your chapter, but people in other places. If you're not going to influence next month, get your shit together. Unless you're doing a new video, which is totally fine. My big goal and my number one focus for next year, with both the board and our individual members, is to make this chapter the highest earning chapter in the country. Not as NSA, NYC. I don't care how much money we make as a chapter in our own personal bank, in the National Speakers Association bank account, as long as we can pay Kareem and Scandinavia House like we're fine. But you, your individual bank accounts, I want them to grow in this next year. But in order for that to happen, you need to continuously show up. You need to meet each other. You need to spend time together, and you need to support each other. That's what this gives you if you'll take it. So, let's go make some money.
I want to echo what Kate just said as a fellow Kate. There's so many talented people in this chapter. Look around you. If you haven't, Eric and I spoke over this last week, Ron and I spoke over this last week. Incredible people are around you at all these tables. Ruth and I get to go on Central Park walks now and then and inspire each other. Please take the opportunity to get to know your fellow members in this chapter. Go out for walks, do Zoom calls, do whatever you can. There's some incredible talent in this room. And hopefully that's enough of a stall to find out if we're staying in this room for drinks or not. We are going to be adjourning. Normally we would go right out here, but it looks like it's not open. And we would have after drinks. We may very well be staying in this room and having a beverage. And I'm just waiting for a thumbs up. A heads up. Yeah, but I can nap until then. Someone gave me a microphone. And you may say for a professional keynote speaker. I will take my time. I'm going to go around and I'm going to ask, which of you has had a meeting with somebody in this chapter in the last couple of weeks? Anybody here had a meeting, got together with someone in the chapter? Yeah, tell me about who you met.
Many years ago, when I was president in control, there was a guy by the name of Alex Simbel. How many of you know Alex Simbel? Simbel, C-I-M-B-E-R-G. One person. I just want to tell you about Alex Simbel, who was one of the best salesperson in the world. And he came to the meeting and I said to him, I have to do my first presentation. What should I do? I asked him a question. He said, I'm going to come to your first presentation. And he came and he said it was a Citibank presentation. He came and he sat there for 2 hours and he spent more time after that with me, really coaching me and really made me go up the level. And I just want all of you to know that story because this is what NSA is all about. I'm still here. After all of these years, I did 13 interventions. And I'm still here and I love NSA. And one of the reasons is because of Alan Simbel. So there are many Alan Simbels here, I'm sure. It's about sharing. I'm just repeating what the president said, but we are just all about sharing with others, with, about our topics, our business. It's not just business, it's all about friendship. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful story. How about this table? Has anybody gotten together with anyone?
Okay, there's a saying that says all who are wander are not lost. Well, thanks to Ruth, I was not lost in Central Park. Ruth and I and Marcella, I totally understood. We did a power walk for about 2.5 hours a couple of Saturdays ago. And we just had a wonderful discussion about her career, about my career, how we work together, and basically share that bond. And so here's her book. Guys, buy it. I love it. Pay for a little amount. But anyway, thank you for the hospitality and generosity.
Unusually, but very welcome, Mr. Kareem, please.
I'll in front of my camera. That's I don't talk often to most of you folks. I'm always working, I'm always busy. And then when I'm not working, I'm usually mentally tapped. So some of you will come up to me at the bar and I'm sitting in the corner just regrouping. But I just want to say thank you to Jean for really just finding me on that one lonesome, I think Thursday, when your boy was down bad. I just lost a job in the city and I was trying to figure out whatever my next moves were. And I got a call and she was like, hey, can you record this meeting for us? And it's been, I think, 4 years that I've been here with the chapter. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's chosen to work with me on referrals I've got. I haven't worked with everyone in the room, but I get a random text, every month or so. It's like, hey, I was referred by such and such. So I really appreciate, all the referrals and all the encouragement that I've gotten just in this room. I really do enjoy those Fridays. Just coming to NSA. It means a lot to me. And yeah, that's all I got.
I would also just like to point out that I'm going to hand the mic to Angelica here in a moment, but she's a great person to follow on social media. It's a good segue. Kareem's a good person to follow on social media. There are so many great people to follow on social media. Like Kate's saying, we can show up to each other's talks, we can read each other's books, look at each other's TED Talks, but also just follow each other on social media. Give each other some support and love on the socials, and you will find out a lot more about what people talk about and what their skills are. It's incredible to get to know Roz's dancing and her speaking through her channels, right? It's incredible to get to know these things and to feel confident about the referrals that you can give each other.
Hello friends. I moved to New York on a whim. I met my husband on Hinge. Then I was on it. Anyway, I moved to New York. I had no friends here, no city, no clue how to build anything. And I stumbled upon NSA on Eventbrite, their Christmas party. which I really wanted to give up with speaking. I felt like it was too hard, it was too unpredictable, I wasn't making the money that I wanted to, and I couldn't see the way forward with it. And I came to the chapter meeting and I started speaking to Kate. Kate might not remember this because she gives out inspirational day every day, so she probably doesn't remember it. But I said to Kate, this is really hard, I don't know if I can stick at it, I don't know how to make it and then see it. And she was like, people do it. She listed a whole list of people through NSA who are professional entities who are making
Just
out
Kate
there.
was one of them.
One of them. And I went and followed them, I saw their stuff, I saw how they master themselves, and I stuck at it. And I just ran to a 2-day conference here in New York, so very, very I still say 700 attendees, and I thought that over before I went to the book. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have stuck at it. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Is everybody cool if we just keep it going for a little while on here? These are great stories, yeah.
Hello, my name is Valeria, and I want to share two things. One is my most recent experience, and the first one. So I start with the most recent. 10 days ago, or 3 weeks ago, I got together with Jan, who is right there, who was awarded today, who is one of our board members. And when we were having, each time we have a board meeting, there are some passionate sharings and energies going on in there, and Jan is usually quiet. And that day she spoke, and she spoke to my heart, and I said, I want to learn from her. I want to learn, I'm finding myself in a pivot, because I have a DEI business that died. So I pivoted, and I said, I want to learn from her. I want to know how she created a sustainable business. 2 years after reading this chapter, I said, Jen, can you help me? And we got together, we got coffee, and a great relationship started since that day. So I want to say thank you from my heart. Thank you for learning the story. And I'm still learning so much from her. She wrote a book on how to increase your price. So thank you for that. There's more to come. My first experience now with the chapter, I'm here because of Marcela. Marcela invited me. I opened the door 2 years ago, and I was like, you want to really be out here? I'm going to these conferences. Usually there's not somebody like Latin America from Argentina with an accent. Where are the Latinos? And today, for me to see Marcela break the glass ceiling, become the president of this chapter, finish a year that has been so successful, teaches me that if she can, I can also do it. This is extremely important at this time when we, those who have an accent, those foreign immigrants, do not feel welcome to be in this country, even when we're citizens, even when my children were born in New Jersey and I'm raising teenagers. When we contribute to this country, we're here to contribute the best of what we have. But we always need that person, to see that person making it, achieving that beyond what we see daily for our community. So thank you, Marcela. From the bottom of my heart, gracias, amiga.
That was beautiful. What a great note to end on. Although, let me just come back. I would love to keep this going, but I do want to add that Kate has confirmed that we will transition to the bar in here, like a cash bar. So start digging into your wallets to see if you've got anything archaic known as cash. I'm sure it'll take plastic too. But what a wonderful experience this is. And I think I'm supposed to wrap this up and take it out. I think we can stand to do 1 or 2 more of these stories because they're just so warming. And I think this is such great testimonials about what the power of this community is. So, with that.
Hi, I'm Melanie, and you may already know this, but Scott Mason rules the universe. If there's ever a quiet moment, you might hear me muttering, I love Scott Mason, or yelling, I love Scott Mason. It's okay, my husband knows, and also he loves Scott Mason. But years ago I met Scott, and he said, you have to come to NSA. And she said, you have to come to NSA. So I did, and he said,
that. So basically, whatever Scott Mason says, if you do it, it makes you successful. But I have to really thank Scott. I mean, when you said, who did you get together with? I think I talked to Scott for 2 hours during his dinner time the other day. But he is the kindest, nicest soul, and he's very reflective of what the members of NSA are like. Altruistic, kind, generous, introspective, have cool Mythbuster type things on their LinkedIn and socials. But really, it changed the way that I think about my business. It changed the way that I make money with my business. And he did give me a very kind referral to someone the other day that is going to make my year. So thank you, Scott Mason, and thank you for bringing this to us.
With that, why don't we call it a wrap? Thank you so much for being here for this wonderful annual tradition of celebrating our chapter, celebrating the leadership, the volunteers for this chapter, and looking ahead to a wonderful next year that Kate and the rest of the board will lead us into. I am excited. I have been Kate O'Neill, and I am excited to be here with you. Let's hit the bar.